Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I hope you had a great weekend as well. I have a Dollar Tree haul for you guys today, a very large Dollar Tree haul actually, and I know Tuesdays aren't typically the days that I upload my Dollar Tree hauls. I usually do those on Fridays, and a lot of you may have noticed that the past couple of Fridays I haven't uploaded a Dollar Tree haul, and that's for a couple of reasons. One, we had family that was visiting from out of town, so we were spending some time with them. And this last week, I have been having some pretty intense episodes of vertigo, which has made me not want to sit down in front of the camera or actually do anything at all because I was so nauseous from it. And it's actually been something that I have been dealing with since 2016, actually right after I had my daughter. And about every, I would say anywhere between 4 to 6 months, I have like a week or a few days where I just have like these really intense vertigo episodes, and really no explanation as to why. I have been to the doctor for it several times. No explanation, there's no cure for it. I'm just given some exercises that I can do to help me kind of balance, I guess, my brain or whatever's happening, but just very intense spinning sensation. And again, it's made me not want to sit down in front of the camera or do anything at all. For a couple of days, I wasn't even driving because I was scared to drive. But again, I have been to the doctor for it, and unfortunately, I don't really have an answer as to why it's happening. But I am thankful to be able to sit down today and film a Dollar Tree haul for you guys. And again, it's a very large haul because I haven't been to Dollar Tree in a couple of weeks. So lots of random things in this item, but I get in this haul. So I guess I will show you guys, I guess, my wish list items first, the 3 things that were on my wish list. So these wood round blanks from the CRAFTER'S square section have actually been on my wish list since I purchased them the first time, and I can't remember when that was. So I went ahead and stocked up. I think I purchased 5 more of them because what I like to do, and I brought an example out, I like to show you guys examples, but what I like to do is make front door like hanging signs. So this is one that I made with the Dollar Tree wood rounds. And I just used some chalk paint on it. The black and white are chalk paint, and then I used some wood stain in the middle, and then I used my Cricut to cut out the welcome to our home decal. And then I also, I did my best at trying to make a cute bow out of Dollar Tree ribbon. I need to work on that a little more, my bow making skills. And then I just used some wood beads as the hanger. But that's what I like to do with these Dollar Tree hanging wood rounds. I think they're perfect for that. And if you guys want to see a video on that, I can make like a Cricut tutorial. If you're interested, just leave a comment down in the description box, or in the comment box, I'm sorry. And then the second wish list item that I found, or wish list items, were these large plant picks. And what's cool about these is I actually own all of these plants in real life, or like the real version of, this is all real life, but you guys know what I mean. I own the real live plant of these picks. So I actually picked up 3 different kinds. There was actually 4. The 4th one I wasn't like a huge fan of, but these were the 3 that I picked. And I did get several stems of each because I think these would be amazing to make like a tropical summer centerpiece with. So you could just essentially just kind of like lay them out like this. And then you can get some of the Dollar Tree tea light candle holders and then kind of make like a tray in the middle and set those on it with these kind of sticking out. I just thought that would be like such a beautiful, I don't know, kind of like this. Such a beautiful like table centerpiece. I think these would also be great for weddings, to use for wedding decor, or maybe a bridal shower. If you maybe had like a tall vase, you could stick a few stems in there. It'd give you a very like boho look to it, or a tropical look if that's what you're going for. But I think these are excellent quality, you guys. Definitely something that would maybe be sold at like a Hobby Lobby or Michael's in their floral section. Just very good quality stems. And these were each $1.25 a piece for those. So that was the second wish list item. I'm just grouping those all together as one. And then the third wish list item that I found were the SureFresh large containers. So I'm pretty sure these are going to fit a small bag of cereal. Dollar Tree has sold the smaller version of this, but I think I saw it on Do It on a Dime. I know she posted, I think she posted that they were selling the large ones now. And ever since I saw her video on it, I have been searching for them. These hold 14.25 cups. And I think the original SureFresh containers like this with the lids were half the size. I think they were like 7 or 8. They would hold 7 or 8 cups. So I was really excited that I found 3 of these. And I wish I could take them apart, but I can't. I've been trying to pull them apart forever. So I'm going to have to see if my husband can maybe help me pull these apart. But I did pick up 3 of those large SureFresh containers. And this is something that I haven't hauled in quite some time, are the animal planters. I found a new collection. This one has a flamingo. So we have Fraser the flamingo, Kara the cat, and I will take these out and show you guys maybe like a clip of what they look like out of the box. Then we have Duncan the dog. How am I going to do this? Duncan, I'll do my best. Okay, Duncan, and then my favorite is Xena the zebra. I just thought these were so cute. I haven't been hauling some of the last few collections. I just don't need them all, but I couldn't pass this collection up. I just thought they were so cute. And you don't have to use these as planters. You can use them in your craft room. I've done that. I have put like different pen sets in here. You could put scissors in there. They just look really cute. So went ahead and picked up those. And in the garden section, I've hauled these for the past couple of years. I love these jumbo garden bags. These are awesome for pulling around your yard if you have a lot of weeds. These are perfect instead of like lugging around like your green waste bin. These are perfect to drag kind of behind you as you're picking up weeds. So I did grab a couple of these. They aren't the best quality longevity wise. That's why I do purchase new ones every year, because eventually they do fall apart. And we have a lot of like stinging nettles and like thorny weeds that do tear apart these bags pretty quickly, but I still think they are excellent for picking up weeds. So I did grab a couple of those. And just FYI, we are going to be jumping around quite a bit in this haul. I guess not what I typically do or like to do, which is have all of my hauls organized. It's kind of just all scattered about on my desk. But I do have a repurchase item, which is the SureFresh cover-ups. You get 3 different sizes in here, 4 small, 7 medium, and 6 large. So 17 total, which is kind of an odd number now that I think about it, to put in this box, but I use these all the time. I can never find matching Tupperware lids, so I just like to use these for my leftovers in my fridge. And I've purchased those cover-ups for years now, and I love them. In the beauty section, I found a new LA Colors launch or collection, and I actually picked these up for my daughter for her Easter basket. And so I got all bubblegum flavored or bubblegum scented. So I have like this candy lollipop lip gloss, bubblegum lip balm, and then this lip balm in a ice cream cone container. I just thought these were so cute. She is 6, so this is as far as I'll go with her with like makeup stuff, but she does like to put pretend makeup on and stuff, so I feel like the lip balms are fine for that. But they did have other scents or flavors. I think they had like grape and watermelon. And then I also picked up some little hair clips for her. I like the matte matte clips, so picked those up, and I got myself some bobby pins. And then I did also find a new launch from the Ioni eyelash collection, which they just did one, I feel like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was like the Victorian themed packaging. So this time I found like this tropical or wild animal print packaging, which their eyelashes are amazing. I've mentioned it several times. I'm not going to go too deep into each individual lash that I got. I just kind of want to show you guys like the packaging, and I do really enjoy their eyelashes. I think they are very comfortable to wear. They're faux mink lashes, so very soft, and just again, look at the packaging. Look how gorgeous that is. And I love their eyelash glue as well, so I did repurchase that as well. The only thing I will say about the eyelash glue is that it does tend to dry out rather quickly, but it's, again, only $1.25, so I think that's an amazing deal. And then I found this 3-pack of avocado hair masks. So you do get 3 in here. I believe I hauled an orange scent of the hair masks a few weeks ago, and then this week I found the avocados. So I love the packaging, beautiful, but I also think these would be great to split up if you were doing like gift baskets or spa, like a spa themed gift basket. You could do a couple of them and throw these in there. So picked those up, and this is by the company Pick Up and Go, which I believe is a Korean beauty brand, which I love Korean beauty. I love their skincare. Love Korean skincare. Picked up those, and then I also got a couple new nail polishes. One is by LA Colors. It's a very light baby pink. 527 is the shade. And then by New Color, I got the shade 969. I was trying to find like a, what is it, periwinkle color, and I feel like this is like the closest I could find to it. I'm really loving periwinkle. I love that. I wore something like some sort of blouse, and I feel like it just looked really good with my skin tone. I don't know, it just really looked good. The color looked really good on me, so I'm trying to find everything periwinkle now. So I went ahead and grabbed that. And then I also found this brush on nail glue, which I have purchased in the past. I really like it. It's foolproof. I don't really like using like the super glue style of bottle when it comes to putting on my nails, because I always overdo it and then it kind of like leaks out the sides and gets onto my skin. So I do like the brush on style of nail glue. And I need to desperately clean my truck, so I did buy some air fresheners for when that happens. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I desperately need to change the oil, get the oil changed, and clean, like probably detail my truck, because it's pretty bad right now. But I did get the new car scent. That's like my favorite scent. So picked those up. And a couple of Easter basket items. I got the majority of my daughter's Easter basket stuff, and my son, from Walmart and Five Below. I only got a couple things from Dollar Tree. I found this cute little butterfly house kit, and she loves bugs. This kid will go outside and find the biggest, nastiest, ugliest beetle, and she'll just pick it up casually and be like, look at this ugly beetle that I she loves. I mean, I do like some bugs, but she's just fearless when it comes to bugs, which is kind of scary. I'm like, please just don't pick up spiders. Like, don't do that. But I did get her this cute little butterfly house. It's kind of like a wooden build kit, I think. Create your own. So I got that for her Easter basket. And I also got her, I don't know if I'm going to put this in her Easter basket or if I'm just going to give it to her. I'm kind of going to build it and see how it looks, but she's just an animal lover. She loves all animals, bugs. She saves ants. This kid is a saint. She's just so wonderful. But I got her this little velvet sea life coloring kit. got her that. And then at checkout, in the checkout area, I found more of these little coin purses. So a few weeks ago, I hauled the sequin ones, which were so cute. And then this week I found, I guess, these like boho vintage coin purses, which I did mention that I want to try to turn into some sort of like keychain or embellishment on my junk journals. I know they're kind of big, but I think maybe putting like, or maybe using them in a traveler's notebook somehow and attaching it. You could put maybe some extra washi tapes or something in here to travel with. I think that would be cute. So I did pick up those again at the checkout area. And when I was in Dollar Tree, my daughter was playing with one of these fans. And I don't know which one I saw her playing with, but I was like, oh my gosh, that is beautiful. So I went over and looked in the little fan bin, and I picked out a bunch of them. And these are normally something that I just don't ever pay attention to because I'm like, I have no use for those. But you guys, some of the like designs and prints on these fans are so beautiful. I'm trying to figure out a way I can use these in a craft. So here's the green and then here's the red one. So beautiful. I don't know how I don't know if I'm going to like maybe put a bunch of these together and like frame them. I don't know. I just think it would look really cool doing some sort of art project with these. So I did pick up several, and I think it was maybe this one that I saw her playing with, but I was like, oh my gosh, this is like lace, not real lace, actually like mesh, but it looks like lace, very vintage looking. This would look so cool. This one, or maybe this one, or I don't know, even the blue one, actually the blue one I think would look really beautiful on a vintage junk journal cover. If I can figure out how to do that, I think maybe what I will do, but here are the different fans. Like, look how beautiful. This one has the lace detail at the top. I think this is the one that I saw her playing with, and I was like, I need that. And then I found the other ones. But oh my gosh, how cool would this be as a junk journal cover if I can figure out how to do it? Maybe because this is so bulky down here, this plastic, maybe I could just like kind of cut it off right here and then fan it out and then use some Fabri-Tac to kind of, I don't know, it'd have to be a pretty large journal to fit the whole thing on there. But I don't know. I'm going to do some sort of cool art project with those. And then speaking of junk journals, I did get some more supplies to use on the junk journal that I'm currently building, which I told you guys that I was going to be doing that and filming it for you guys. And I have actually started the filming process for my spring junk journal. So this is actually a cereal box that I used Dollar Tree fabric on, and I did did a really poor sewing job around it. But Dollar Tree trim right here from the Valentine's Day section. And then the inside is a Dollar Tree gift bag, and I also sewed that in. So I did start filming. This is just the cover, and I think I'm going to further embellish this. But if you guys are interested, I know junk journaling is getting really popular again. It's been around for a very long time. The original junk journals, or when junk journals, I guess, were first a thing, they were just made out of things that you would normally throw away. And I do have a video on that I made a few years ago. If you want to know what it is, check out that video. I'm very awkward in that video, FYI. It was when I think my first or second year of my channel, and there was a lot of weird hand movements going on, a lot of staring off into space. So be gentle on me in that video, but I will link my junk journal playlist down in the description box if you're interested in checking out a few of those videos. And I do have a video similar to what I'm going to be doing with this junk journal. This is actually a fall junk journal that I made a couple years ago with a cereal box. I'm sorry, this one is a biscuit box that I made this one with. This one's a cereal box, but they are the same size. This is a Dollar Tree scarf, that I sewed in. I used the Dollar Tree ribbon to make tassels. But again, I do have a tutorial already up on my channel under my junk journal playlist for this fall journal right here that I made a couple years ago. If you want to go check that out, I think there's 3 or 4 different videos for this journal. It's all broken up into parts so that the video isn't too long. So if you don't want to wait for this one, for me to post the videos for this one, because I'm going to do it the same way, I'm going to post like a series of videos for the same journal, so the video is not too long. But I do want to wait and post them all at the same time so you guys aren't waiting like a week in between videos. But I do again have a video on when I made that one if you're interested in checking it out. But anyways, back to the haul. I did get some more supplies for this journal, and I might not use all of these, but I thought some of them would look really beautiful in here. So the card section, especially during the springtime and like Mother's Day, are the best time to get cards for a junk journal, especially if you're doing like a vintage botanical sort of theme. So that's what I got right here. The larger cards were $1. I still think the cards are at the original price point of 2 for $1, and then some of them are $1 a piece. So the smaller ones, 2 for $1, larger ones, $1 or $1.25. I have to look at my receipt. But when I'm looking for cards for my junk journals, I typically look for cards that either have like a vintage look to them or cards that have a visible frame or obvious frame that I can cut out. Because what I would do with this is I would actually cut this part out and make like a little peekaboo spot, and then I could just cover up whatever's written on the inside. And so I could put like maybe a picture of one of my kids in my junk journal and it would be like a frame around it. So that's what I typically look for with the Dollar Tree cards, is things that have an obvious frame that I can cut out. So here are some of the cards that I picked up, and I'm not going to read them because we'll be here forever, and that's not why I got the cards. But this one has a vintage, I love this one, like a vintage look to it, you know what I mean? Just like very old, like this one's like an old country road scene to a house. This one I thought would be perfect. This butterfly would be perfect for my spring junk journal because it has like butterflies on it. But again, if you want to make a junk journal and kind of follow along with the videos that I'm going to post, just make sure you save a cereal box or like a cracker box, Cheez-Its, something like that, because that's all you really need to get started is junk. So picked up those cards, and those also come with the envelopes. I did pick up all the different colored envelopes that you can also use in a junk journal. So picked up those, and then these ones have like smaller frames on them right here that I can cut out. See, the Mother's Day cards are like perfect. So beautiful. I just love like floral and botanical images for my personal junk journals. That's usually the style that I go for. And I will end up using some Distress Oxide to like on the edges and kind of ink up the edges and make it look, I guess, older. So lots of good cards in the card section. You can also use the blank cards, but I already own quite a bit of those blank cards. And then I also picked up some new stickers. I found this owl set. These are like the pop-up style. Actually, all of these are pop-up, but I don't necessarily like to use like the pop-up style in my journals. Usually what I'll do is I'll take off like the little mounting foam that's on the back and just make it flat. So I picked up the owls, and then again, these butterflies I picked up to kind of go with my spring butterfly journal theme. So picked up those butterflies, and these ones are just gorgeous. And then these ones, so beautiful. So picked those up, and then I also found these fastener dots. So these Velcro fasteners. You get 20 pairs. So this would be also perfect to use in a journal if you wanted to make something, some sort of closure, or like on an envelope if you wanted it to like close and open without things falling out. This would be a good option to do that. I've also used magnets to do that in my journals from Dollar Tree. And then these treat bags are also really good to use. I actually have a Dollar Tree, or my favorite Dollar Tree junk journal supplies that I did, I think last year, up on my channel as well. I'll link that for you guys in the description, as well as I think it's in that playlist as well. But I like to use like these different paper treat sacks in there. You can fold these in half, put it in a signature just like you would with a paper, and then you can cut one end open and you have like a double-ended tuck spot. So that's what I like to do with those. And I also got these favor boxes. I also like to use these as well to make little tuck spots or pockets in my journals. You get 5 of each in here, and you can actually cut these in half, and you can actually get 10 boxes out of these, because just gluing them in your journal like this is going to add a lot of bulk, but if you cut them in half, it will add less bulk to a page. So picked up those, and the same goes for these favor boxes. I found these ones in the wedding party or wedding supply section, and even though they're wedding, when I look at these, it gives me, especially like the tuxedo or suit favor boxes, this is giving me like Great Gatsby images in my mind. Maybe it's because they dressed really well back then. I don't know. But I would totally make like a 1920s themed junk journal just off of looking at this. So sometimes a single item will spark a whole idea for me, or a theme in my head. And then for this one, you could totally make with the bridal gown. You could even color this or use different pieces of fabric or ribbon and make a whole new dress by just kind of like utilizing the shape of it. You could use paper dolls in your junk journal and like kind of dress them up. That would be really cute. So I went ahead and grabbed that. And then these key tags I got to use for the tassels. I think I'm going to try to maybe cut out images of my kids and then glue them on there and then use them as like a little charm on my journal. So I went ahead and grabbed that. And these are actual journals that I found in the book section, which I think can be great if you don't want to build your own journal out of a biscuit box or a cereal box, or if you're intimidated by the binding process, because I am going to be binding, doing some hand binding in this journal right here. But if you're intimidated by that and you just want to use a journal that's already made, you can definitely do that. I do recommend that you tear out pages. However, so every few pages I would tear out a couple pages. That way when you add things, it's going to work out. Because if you don't do that, what's going to happen is like your first section of your book is going to be huge, and then you're going to have all of these pages left. So you want to make sure that you are removing, especially if you're like gluing and stapling things in your journals, you want to make sure you do that. Remove pages. But this one, I'm sorry, is called Write Yourself a Lantern, a journal inspired by the poet, by Elizabeth. I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher her last name. I'm not going to say it. But this is a really beautiful journal, and I love the pages on it. So I'm actually just going to use these strictly to tear out these pages and use them in another journal, just because I really like how beautiful they are. So this is a really nice journal. Lots of really pretty borders on these as well. Even like this page is really beautiful. So I found this one, and I also found another journal, Miss Peregrine's Journal for Peculiar Children. I think this is a book series, if I'm not mistaken, but this is also a very gorgeous journal. I really like the page details on these. Again, I'm going to rip this out. I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to journal in this. I'm going to rip out these pages, possibly coffee or tea dye them. But this also has, like, it says featuring black and white vintage photography and memorable quotations from all 3 Peculiar Children novels by Ransom Riggs. So yeah, there is some kind of like weird pictures in here. I don't know if I'm gonna end up using them. I wouldn't say vintage, I would just say like odd. Some of them are kind of give me like weird, I guess, uncomfortable feelings. Like this one has like a pile of skulls. I don't know if I'm gonna use that in my junk journal, but went ahead and grabbed that. This notebook or pad folio that I picked up, I found in the jot section. I got this just to write notes on when I'm at my computer or I'm on the phone. I don't like spiral bound notebooks because I'm left-handed and it's annoying. So I like things like legal pads or things that don't have spiral bound or that I can kind of like fold over. So I really like this. I thought it was cool. Found that again in the office supply section. And then the very last items that I picked up were some more doilies from, I guess, like the food party section where they sell all of the, I guess, Tupperware for parties. Am I saying that right? Like all of like the flute champagne glasses and things like that. That's where I find the doilies. And this is also in that video, my favorite junk journal supplies from Dollar Tree. I talk about these, I think, quite a bit. I use them in every single journal that I've ever made. And I like to coffee dye them. So that's what I did. Coffee and tea dyed the doilies. And I get them in all different, I get the multi-packs with the different sizes. And I just coffee and tea dye them. And I also did that with a Dollar Tree sketching notebook. So that's what I did here, is I just coffee and tea dyed a whole notebook, a whole sketching book from Dollar Tree. So I'll also be using some of these in the spring journal. All right, guys, so that's it for today's very large Dollar Tree haul. I'm going to try to put up another Dollar Tree haul on Friday just so I can kind of get back on track with that. No promises there, but I'm going to try to go to Dollar Tree sometime before Friday so that I can find new goodies for you guys. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What items are on your wish list, or what items have you added to your wish list after this haul? I really like reading your guys' comments. All of you are all so sweet and encouraging to me. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my videos and also to leave a comment. I do read all of the comments. Sometimes it does take me a few days to go through. But again, thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day and supporting my channel. I can't thank you enough. And until my next video, I hope you guys all have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.